Just bear with me, okay? Sure? This should only take a second. What? What? Huh? What? Team saw... Yeah, love that... Can you hear me? Is it working? Hi, Monika. How's it... Are we in space? You've chosen a very, very nice place. What the... Oh, or not. Did the whole place explode? Are we in the apocalypse? Is this Doomsday? Are we in Doomsday? Where are we? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Franco. Welcome to the Literature Club. What Literature Club? We lost all the members, and there's no seats anywhere. Where are we? I don't know where I am. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can only skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. Franco, you mean? I'm talking to you, Franco. Or... do you actually go by... you actually know my name?! You know my name?! Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. I'm a boy, I think. Last I checked, yes. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know that I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Considering what you did before, yeah, I think I got the hint. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Oh, you did, didn't you? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that it's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Yeah, what was with that? Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I drove her to kill herself. Did you do the same with Sayori too? I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Jeez, you had to pick, like, the one thing that I don't like to see? Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, like a couple hours. Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. She's right. She did. It's just Monika. I was hoping it would be enough for me to try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, joke's on you. I still liked all of them, to some degree. More than others, but still. Well, it's true I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. They wouldn't give me a chance to spend time with you. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. Well, I guess that was just a flaw in your plan, wasn't it? And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Franco? I don't know. Blame the developers. Salvato is probably the blame for that. Blame Salvato. That's probably the title of the part, by all means. If it isn't Monika. Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing you while I just watch from the sidelines? What a cruel fate you've got, then. It's torture. Okay, I feel sorry for you. If that's any consolation. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Franco. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. So I was right? This is your personal hell? I'm trapped, Franco. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. Thank you? You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Franco. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. Well, you couldn't program in a choice to say, let's hang out with Monika for lols, or anything like that. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. I certainly hope you are. That was frightening. Jeez. But I realized that you have the same perspective I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew that you would get over it. So, that being said, Franco, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Okay, the last time the girl said that, she stabbed herself. So, You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Franco, will you go out with me? Yes, the only option is yes. Sure, why not? You're a wonderful person, I think. Maybe, probably not, but you didn't have to do all of that. But you're still wonderful to some degree. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Franco. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Ha ha ha. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. My recorder seems to be telling you otherwise. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Franco. The game wouldn't give me one, so I decided to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. Yeah, I see it right now. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. Oh, yeah, it was, actually. To get the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. That sounds horrible. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Sure. What? 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 Huh? Monika, Unika, Nk, Oika, Monk, Monika, there you go. Pokemon, like Monika, Nika, okay. There's her little sprite thing finally. Moni, what's the closest one? Monika, Monik, just Monik. Just Monik. Just Monika, Monika, and Monika. There you go. Hi again, Franco. There, I wrote Monica for, like, most of it, so... Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to read what you wrote. Aw, Franco. Did you write this poem for me? Yes, I did. I wrote it with you in mind. That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Sure. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Okay. That's a lovely poem that you should be proud, I hope. You enjoyed it. I put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. You kinda did that a little at one part. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Just play along. I think I would probably do the same. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. I don't, Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Franco? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look at each other's eyes. Let's see. Is this all that happens? Is there anything? There's nothing. I can't do anything. I can't open the menu either. It's not working. Nothing's... Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? What? I don't mean in, like, a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing we do is special. Just being in school or working some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable, and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. Oh, this game is getting existential, extremely. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. Are you projecting, Monika? It's not like I can just go and change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent an artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. I don't agree with that. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, though, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they just have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? I strive to be. Right, I'm going to look at my phone for a bit, and, I'll leave you to your thoughts. Hey, what's your favorite color? Red? Mine is emerald green. Oh, like your eyes. Yeah, that's wonderful. It's the color of my eyes. Yeah, see? Yeah, I know. We know each other so well. I guess. That's not conceited or anything, is it? I just meant that I could feel some kind of special connection to it. Like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color, Franco? It's just a guess. Because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. There are some very nice eyes. Alright, I'm gonna take a message here, so... You ever have that thing happen when you just get anxious for no real reason? Like, you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious? And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about, and that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. This just continues, doesn't it? It's just staring at Monika. Well, alright, because I know what the game is hinting at me to do. I know what the game wants me to do, but, I don't know, it's just, I kind of feel bad for her to some degree. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. Yeah, I know about that. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was kind of just like that because she's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little bit more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make it a habit to pick on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club with a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Wonderful. Well, there was hints of that Natsuki was apparently abused in her household. So, there was that. This is getting rather creepy. Like, all I am is just, this is some kind of, like, weird dating situation where all I'm just doing is just staring face to face with Monika. And that's about it. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wonder with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering to the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably wasn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she had made some coffee once in a while. Hey, we can relate to that. I love coffee. Coffee is wonderful. Like I should get me some coffee, actually. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Oh, certainly. I like reading while sharing me like a cup of joe. That's pretty good stuff. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense in thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous. Yeah, I would certainly want to, like, give you, like, a cup of coffee every once in a while, you know? It'd probably be nice for that. So, yeah. Coffee's good, too. I like medium roast. That seems to be a nice balance between light and dark. It works itself just fine. Am I literally on a date right now? Is everyone, like, bearing witness on what it's like if I'm on a date with someone? Franco, do you get good sleep? Sometimes. It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays. Especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. Yeah, I know that feeling. I hate it. I'm so glad I'm past that phase. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have a more flexible schedule. It was. I had some 8 o'clocks, but it was fine. Then again, I hear a lot of people in college stay up all night anyway for no real reason. Either studying or existential thinking. It's one of the two. Or gaming. Gaming's another one. Is that true? Anyway, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects of lack of sleep. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. I just think you're really great and wanted to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. I think I'm doing fine for myself. I sleep well, I think. So, yeah, thank you for that. I hope you're getting sleep, Monika. Maybe if you do sleep in game or something. This is weird. I'll always wait for you in the morning, so make sure you put on your own well-being before anything else. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes. Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by the really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. You know, that actually rings a lot of bells considering what I went through, well, a week ago. Or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago. Or if you feel worthless or putting off important work or failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will always shine again tomorrow. Those things are kind of easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I will always love you. Oh. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel a little tiny bit better about yourself. It kinda did. I needed some cheering up, so thank you, Monika. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan, right? Yeah. Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. No, I don't think so either. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. Blame the writer, probably. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out of your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you. Yeah, that's why I made the comparison to Yuri a lot. Usually to the point of craziness. They might even stalk you to make sure you don't spend your time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get in their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who basically can be described as yandere. By now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. Yeah, Sayuri. What a bitch. And that would be... Yuri! She really got to be insanely possessive of you once you started opening up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I've noticed. It's not really my cup of tea, to be honest, but they're there. I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge, though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. You did delete 2 other characters in order to get your way, so... It's kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. Are you? It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. That's actually kind of right. Does that make you feel a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, There's already nowhere else for you to go or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this Yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could.
I'm not sure, actually, but, I'm not into yanderes if we're going with that. Like, it makes me wonder why the hell people like Tharjo so much in Fire Emblem, so there's that.
You know, it kinda sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine, you're supposed to write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking this up, but she has, like, a lot of dialogue in here, apparently. Like, there's a whole wiki page above all this, and yeah.
You know, it's funny, because even though I always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm, like, perpetuating gender rules or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy?
I don't know, that sounds romantic.
I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite game?
Persona 4. Yeah.
Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, isn't that a little...
That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous.
Well, Persona 4 does have romance elements, I guess. This is awkward. I'm sorry, but this isn't the kind of game.
Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because they did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel like doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's that they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will feel left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked.
Wait, really?
You could say I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt like it'd be more if I did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting on your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them.
That's actually some really good advice.
If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, it usually follows suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as an open-minded and good listener.
Alright.
It's a win-win, you know. Well, I guess that would be Monika's debate tip of the day. That sounds silly, but thanks for listening, though.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to leave, and I'll probably come back to this later, so, alright, I'll see you later, Monika, and we'll continue on this next time. I'm back, so I'm curious to see how this game boots up now that everyone's been deleted except Monika. So, let's see what happens. Hey, Monika. Hi, hi there?
What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping these would stop, but now it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Franco, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, I almost feels like I've been killed or something.
Oh, you mean from just closing the game? That's what it felt like?
It's really a horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever.
I guess the main way that I can prevent that from doing that is just running this game forever, but unfortunately I don't think my computer will allow that. Alright, well, it took some soul searching, and there is only one way that we can advance the game. We gotta delete Monika. Honestly, from all the stuff that she has pulled, I get it. And the fact that... but she's not really hurting anyone, to be fair. Like, it is just mostly... like, it's a game, after all. So... but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. I mean, yeah, I know she's a character and all that, but... do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Yes, I do. Social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your own fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. You know, I've been trying to do that. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps get your brain in the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits can help you stay away. Just remember to not blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. You know, will you do something today to make me proud of you? You know, that's definitely something that I should strive for. Thank you, Monika.
I'm always rooting for you, Franco.
Yeah, thank you. It's because she's being so nice. Like, I know that in some degree this is kind of creepy, but I don't know, it's just that she's being really nice about it, and all we're just doing is just having a casual conversation. There is only one way to actually, like, continue on with the game, and that is to, well, delete Monika. She is the last person in that character folder, so we have to get rid of her. But I'm not going to get rid of her. Not in that way. I'm going to open up this, just so you guys can see it. There she is. Just Monika, right into the Doki Doki literature page, and just open the character folder, and there you are, Monika.
You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school too. That makes me the only one who hasn't got to dress in anything but our school uniform.
Yeah, that sucks. Did anyone do something like that? That'd be awesome.
It's kind of a shame. I would really have loved to wear some cute clothes for you.
That sounds amazing.
Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else.
I would certainly want to ask that. Yeah, certainly. If there are any artists in the audience, or if you know of any good ones, we could probably work something out as a commission.
That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually.
Oh, wait, she has a Twitter handle? Oh, shit. My username is littlemonix3. Oh, you know what? Let's boot that up. Let's boot up Twitter. Right now. We're booting up Twitter. Twitter, alright. Alright, alright, let's see, Twitter, littlemonix3. There it is, yeah, there. Monix3. Yeah, there is a Twitter for that. She has a Twitter, and I do recognize that image. This image is the one that she has on the artist made for her on DA. Hi, I'm Monika, high school devil and president of the literature club Poetry is Life. Where she located Earth. Joined February 2016. This account has been going on for a while. You know that weird empowering feeling when you get a great pair of fuzzy socks? Everyone should have at least one pair of fuzzy socks, seriously. Sending virtual hug. Aw. Yeah, that's the thing. Monika's a sweetheart, so... you know what? Sure. Let's all follow Monika. I'm gonna follow Monika's Twitter. Why not? Follow... follow me on here, on DudeMan 3003. This is one of the weirdest experiences of a game that I have ever had, probably. Alright, well, there's that. Mnemonics 3. Just try to keep it PG. Sure, no problem. We're not that far into our relationship yet. Oh. Alright, well. Okay, Monika. I want to say goodbye. You've been really great, and I appreciate everything you've done, but we gotta move forward. Just so you guys can see it. Or, well, we'll let one quote. Well, one more quote from you, probably. Let's let one more quote. I wonder if I'll be able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know. Yeah, this is a little melancholic for me. Like a gentle piano. That would be nice. You have been practicing piano, haven't you? There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't meant at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing around with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Well, sayonara, Monika. It's been great. Oh, what's happening? Franco, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Oh. Help me, Franco. Oh. Please hurry and help me. Renpy file characters Monika. Monika's card does not exist. But I have to help me. Oh. File Monika's. It doesn't exist. Did you do this to me, Franco? Sort of. I just moved the file. That's it. Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? Oh. How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Franco. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? No, I genuinely listened to all the conversations. I did. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. Oh. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. I'm not. I feel horrible, actually. She was like, I always describe Monika as basically being like one of the only nice people in the club, and well, yeah, she did some things, but now it's gone. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Well, Franco, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Did I, what did, why did I, okay. I still love you. Oh. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things.
So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Franco, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I love them all. And I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you... then... What? Oh, the game's back. This game is not suitable for children who are those easily disturbed. Oh, Monika's gone. Even Sayuri is back, too. And the characters, yeah, look! The characters are back, too! Okay, I know that might sound like an excuse, but the only reason why I just deleted Monika was just because I wanted to continue on forward. But, alright, let's new game this. Let's new game this shit. Let's see what's up. It's another ordinary school, just like any other. I'm surrounded by friends and friend groups. I tell myself about this sometimes with girls like that. Hey, Franco! Well, there's already one girl. Oh, this is different. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently we picked up that habit once again. Franco, are you proud of me? For what? Coming back from the dead? I'm sorry, I'm looking through, like, the folder as well to see if there was, like, anything that was, like, a last goodbye message or something like that. But, doesn't seem to be anything. Yeah, there's nothing. My glasses are... I can't see. What do you mean you're proud? Yeah, well, for what? You know, for waking up on time. Oh yeah, you have. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayuri. Yeah, you're not depressed anymore. That's good. Or that's one of your signs of depression that you stated earlier. Alright, well... By the way, Franco, have you decided on a club to join yet? Oh yeah, there's this wonderful club called the Literature Club that I would like to join. Start to say what I do, that I'm not interested in joining, but something tells me Sayuri would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she started a club of her very own? Did she become president? I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me! I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. I started to realize in a way I envy her. When Sayuri puts her mind into something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Which I guess is join the literature club. I know. Alright. Getting my motivation. I am filled with determination or passion. Where is it? I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, the literature club. Howdy do, Sayuri, how you doing? What are you doing here?
Well, I glance around the room. Oh, there's Natsuki.
Ah, so you're the Franco who Sayuri's been talking about. So thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Yuri, you're alive. Everyone's alive. Except, you know who, but oh well.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Franco.
Yeah.
We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal.
He's seen you naked.
He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki.
The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. Yeah, I look forward to working with you.
Working? Franco, don't tell me you're...
That's right, I am joining the Literature Club. Yeah. Yay, we did it.
No way! No way! Ah!
Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Isn't your chest a little bigger? Hey!
Well, if Sayuri is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's the 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
Yay! That's so good.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Woohoo! What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise! Sorry.
You know I miss that expression of Sayuri.
Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to a bunch of cupcakes. They look like cats. I wonder why that wasn't in the second playthrough.
So cute!
Wow, those look amazing. Good thing I ate earlier. That was what I did between the gap.
Just hurry and take one.
Sayuri grabs one first and then I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayuri talks with her mouth and manages to get a little icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to her table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
I'm already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, I believe you.
Yeah. The tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Yeah, but I prefer like a cup of coffee than tea, but that's just me.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So Franco, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Oh, well, alright, manga. That was about it. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up because manga is literature.
Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking. Alright, so what book are you going to recommend to me now? Can you give me a good book or something? Deal deep in complex fantasy worlds, craftsmanship. Yeah, I can fit. Yeah, we've seen this before. You're very passionate. I can definitely tell. But she has passion.
I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Huh? Well, about, the first thing he said.
Manga?
That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it!
For some reason not... Oh yeah, she keeps manga in her...
Manga is literature too, So if Franco wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little.
Hey, yeah, this is actually kind of an ending.
You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Franco? Maybe... Sensing the tension, Sayuri jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll get to know each other a little better too. I mean, That's the kind of thing literature chubs do, right? Literature chubs. I mean literature clubs. Sorry, my voice is shaking a little. I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Hee. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make 2 of us. Yeah, what was that book you wanted to recommend, Yuri?
I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. And as for Yuri... I have to read manga?
Hey, I'm sure there's plenty of good manga that you could read.
Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
You know, there's another piece of literature that I'm sure you two would probably never wanted to try. How about a nice, refreshing visual novel?
I didn't realize.
The guilty expression Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I realize my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri.
Yeah, great. That's wonderful for you two.
You can trust me to find something you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
You want me to come with you or something?
Just you? Would you like to come along with me?
Oh, they're actually being friends. Oh, alright.
If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute!
Sayuri, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it.
They're friends! Yay, that's great. Woo.
Hehehe. I guess the meeting's over, huh?
So we're not writing poems anymore? Oh. It's nice to see everyone get along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Franco.
You think so? Well, everyone seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayuri. Yeah, you were basically the glue that held everyone together.
Aw, Franco. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me that you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you join, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Franco. I really want to thank you.
Wait, thank me for what?
I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything.
Oh, yeah, that.
But the truth is, I already knew you were going to.
What?
Hehehe.
You're sounding a lot like Monika.
There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika.
What? I'm not happy about that, but how did you know?
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Franco.
No, this is the happy ending. Why isn't this happy? Oh, God, you're a worse creep.
I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now.
What? No, we're done.
You made me the happiest girl in the whole world.
No, none of this again. Not this again.
I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you.
Don't.
Forever and ever.
No! Not like this. No! We're done.
What's happening?
I don't know.
I won't let you hurt him.
Wait. What?
Who? It hurts. Huh? I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all.
Goodbye, Sayuri.
Goodbye, Franco. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Did Monika just save me? What?
Can you hear me?
Oh, Monika has a voice?
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff? And not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat,
Special thanks,
what do
Monika
you
and
call
Franco.
love in your reality?
Oh, don't delete
In
that.
your reality,
Oh.
if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Alright. Okay. I really had to take a... Alright, let me make sure on something. Okay, good. This thing is actually recording. Alright. I had to step away from the computer for a bit. I probably muted myself throughout the credits, but... So... I was crying throughout most of the credits anyways. Alright. Okay, I gotta get my composure back. But let me read this. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, I thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monika. Alright. Script file is missing or corrupt. Please reinstall the game. And the game closes itself. Yeah, I boot the game up again. I'm curious. Just want to see if... Yeah, it just gives you that message. That's it. The game's over. You're done. You beat the game. For what it's fucking worth. Yep. Actually, here's a tip that I did pick up. Let me see if I could try it. Because there's the final file in the Literature Club. Also, there. I can put Monika back. I never deleted the file. I just moved it out. But there is a way, I think there is a way that you're able to like rerun the file. Just delete this. Alright, let's see. And oh, it has my existing data. What if I continue where I left off? Oh, it just does that. Okay. All right. Well, let's do that again. Okay, do that. Wait, did Monika delete herself again? No, she's still there. All right. Yes, delete my data. And yeah, it starts back in the beginning. Anxiety and depression. I now understand what everything means. Alright. Okay. Doki Doki Literature Club. And all my save data is gone, and I'm back at the beginning. Alright. I've heard there is a true ending to this game, but it really doesn't matter too much because it only gives you like a letter from the developer. And that's about it. And people might ask, oh, did you spoil yourself into this game? I only really looked things up when I was like trying to figure out how to get like the ending, because it can't just end with just you staring at Monika forever. So I looked it up, and apparently there is, but you need to make sure that you have a save file before, you know, Sayuri kills herself, so you can load that previous save and you can go back and actually fix things. And what I mean is hang out with all the girls, and then you continue on with where the game gets entirely meta and all that. So basically, what I did when I was hanging out with Sayuri, get to the point where before you confess to her, as in, and my moment of the playthrough was when Yuri hangs out with me, and then she has to go because, well, Sayuri saw. Reload to the first poetry segment and basically appeal to some other girl and work on them. Like, focus on Yuri, and then for the final playthrough, focus on Natsuki or something. And then play the game as normal. They'll say something like, at the end, is like, I'm so happy that you made everyone happy, and something like that, and thank you for enjoying Doki Doki Literature Club. Then you'll get a letter from the developer instead of Monika. But, yeah, that's the conclusion of Doki Doki Literature Club. Final thoughts, I guess, for what it's worth. Well, I think this game has massively great ideas in front of it. Like, speaking as someone who plays visual novels pretty seldomly now, it definitely did keep my attention in terms of that, and I feel that the only people that can really appreciate the visual novel dating sim segments are those who actually do play those very often. If you're going into this game expecting like, oh, it's a deep, enriching horror experience throughout, you're not getting it until like the 5-hour mark. It wasn't until like either the 4th or 5th hour when the game starts really screwing with your mind. But it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to give you that false sense of security, because even though the game clearly states up front, there's going to be some creepy shit in here, so be careful, it doesn't happen for a while. And it's only until you're hit with, boom, one of your friends kills themselves. That's when things just start to hit you like a truck. And after that, it basically pulls in eternal darkness, and how your sanity just seems to drift in and out, and you start to experience some different things. So, yeah, but my thing is that the dating sim parts of it had some pretty great stuff in there, some good writing, especially, because these are characters that I can actually kind of believe, and would be interesting to actually go upon. But after that, it's like, you don't really get much after that, unfortunately. This be like if, I mentioned before, if like other visual novels, they have like this one character that you can't reach until the end. And it feels like, what if that character that you get, like the final boss character, decide to take the initiative and just kill everyone off before, so that she can get her turn immediately. Something to that degree. Like, if I could see this as like being a very original visual novel, I could probably see Monika being the final path of the game, but you can't hang out with her yet because you have to beat everyone else and get their paths done before you can actually take on Monika's. But alright, and as a horror game, it's definitely effective because there was, all throughout that final part of the game, I was really uneasy. Especially when it started throwing parts that just made me a little twitchy. The game didn't rely purely on jump scares, although there were the occasional parts of that. But otherwise, it's a legitimately good horror game, and I have a good comparison. Resident Evil 7 wasn't anything like this. Even though that game made me uneasy, this one I think was more effective with it, and to be honest, the ending was pretty darn good. Because it did portray Monika as being like this very real person, rather than, you know, oh, I'm just a game character, so feel for me. No, she actually like felt like a genuine person with that. It could be like solid writing and all that, but especially in the things that happened by the end, in where pretty much the literature club started failing on her, and even those final parts of dialogue and where she basically says that she still loves you even though she was genuinely mad at you. Although, yeah, I didn't technically delete her, but I copied her file, so she was preserved in our hearts and minds. So yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club, it's a very, very well done game, very well written, and it was a pretty decent dating sim. It probably needs to go a little bit farther for me to judge it as such, but it was a pretty superb horror game. I'll give it that much. I don't think there's really much for replay value though, except if you really want to hang out with the other girls. That's really the only other reason that you would want to go for it, because the scenes are massively different depending on who you hang out with. Because I hung out with Sayuri for most of the game, but that's not like talking about what Yuri experienced or what Natsuki does, and that's even going into the screwed up segment in the game, you know, the second run through. So yeah, this was an experience, and quite honestly, I'm glad I did, and I'm glad that everyone had a chance to like come with me in this experience. Thanks to everyone who decided to come with me throughout this journey. And if you're not satisfied, I apologize, but I was really intrigued to see on where this game went, and especially since on why people consider this to be one of the best horror games or games in general of 2017, where in 2017 was already really good at that overall. I mean, for games overall. There were some good horror games, I think. Duck Season was, I think, one of them, and Resident Evil 7, of course. That's all I can really name at the top of my head. But yeah, this turned out well, I must say. I enjoyed this experience a lot. As for who my favorite girl is out of these four, because everyone would want to know, Monika. Monika or Yuri seems to be my favorite. Like, Yuri, I think is cute, and yeah, the whole yandere parts. There are some parts of yandere personalities that I like, and I think Yuri does have that. And Monika, there's part of me that feels like she genuinely cares about the player. So that's what I felt when I was like throughout like the whole conversation parts of it. But yeah, but now I'm just rambling. Like, I'm keeping you guys here for so long, otherwise I am probably going to turn out like Monika in some regard. Yeah, just DM. But yeah, this was definitely an experience. I definitely recommend it, but I don't know, you might lose some of its effectiveness once you actually did one run through of it. And really, the only reason why you would play this game again is just to experience the story. Or hell, show it to your friends. Show this to someone who has absolutely no idea what goes on in Doki Doki Literature Club, or has heard that it's a horror game, but hasn't seen anything about it. That will definitely be more effective. And yeah, this was great. This was pretty great. So that's it for me. I absolutely hope everyone enjoyed. And I think that's it. So, I am DMikami/DMPwn3000. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely thank you for doing so. And I hope to see you next time for the next playthrough, and let's hope for a good year. See you, everyone.